contest. Keeping on top of your teams and news, stats, and wins. This is SIBN Sports.
What's up, y'all? It is sports time on SIBN Radio. This is your girl, Clara, and I am here with none other than Matthew. Boy, he always got something special for y'all. That was special right there. That was special, I have to say. I don't know if it was special, or if it was the other special.
I just can't wait to hear that at the end. When the show
I know. Wait a minute. I don't want to be the people listening to that. Because you know how you hear those sounds that go, right, that make the windows feel like they're going to crack?
Yeah.
That's kind of what that was.
That's not very nice.
Well, I ain't trying to be nasty or anything, but it's almost like the American Idol auditions when the people come and you're like, why are you here?
I feel good.
Okay. Oh, speaking of which, you got a song for us?
Who?
We need to play a song in the background. Just come on.
Oh.
Y'all, we just gonna have some fun today. We got a lot to talk about in sports. There's a lot going on in sports. Good news, bad news, crazy stuff. You know, do we want to talk about it? Do you not want to talk about it? But before we do that, we're just gonna crank up just a little music here.
Old school tune?
We just want to do a little old school. We don't want to talk relationship, but I just asked Matthew a question. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, Matthew. You're gonna crank it up now. Is that loud as it go?
Yeah.
Get it up to the mic. Get it up to the mic. Come on. Y'all, this old school right here. Who is that, Matthew?
Bismarck.
Okay, y'all, check it out.
I asked her her name, she said blah blah blah. She had 9, 10 pants and a very big bra. I took a couple of flicks and she was enthused. I said, how do you like the show? She said I was very amused. I started throwing back, she started throwing back mid-range. But when I sprung the question, she acted kind of strange. Then when I asked, do you have a man? She tried to pretend. She said,
okay, y'all, hold on. Hold on. The best part is coming. Get ready. Here we go.
I'm not even going for it.
All together, man.
Y'all ready?
You got what I need. But you say he's just a friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
You say he's just a friend.
Yeah.
Oh, baby,
Yeah.
you got what
We
I
done lost our
need.
minds. Okay, Matthew. Okay, so y'all said, what is wrong with them? This is sports. I know, we're just having a good time, y'all. It's okay to have fun. The reason we did that is because when I first came in, Matthew had a song playing. I'm like, okay, is that what you were talking to your girlfriend? He said, well, the story is, well, so we didn't go into it. We're going to talk relationship. Listen, y'all know I love sports, right?
Yes.
I'm a fanatic. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. There's not many parts of sports that I don't like. Tennis, I like golf. Speaking of golf.
Yeah, tell us what kind of sports you like on our
I want
website.
to talk about, first of all, I want to talk about Tiger, but first I want to talk about Mike Phelps.
Ooh, what happened to him today?
The great Mike Phelps, the biggest Olympic gold medal winner of all times, right? We know he's of all times.
Oh, well.
18 gold medals, 22 total medals for swimming.
That's a lot.
Has decided to play golf. I know. I was like, that's pretty cool. So listen, they say he's doing really well. He's being coached by the great Hank Haney. They're calling it the Hank Haney Project this year. He had, check this out now. He said he has been on the cover of Golf Digest. He jokingly, he has said the only way he'll be back to the Olympics is by playing golf. He held a 153-foot putt in the Alfred Dunhill Links Championship last year, reportedly the record for the longest televised putt in golf history.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool, huh?
The longest televised putt in golf history.
Golf history, okay?
It's interesting how all-time records are set like right before you, and it's too very long ago. So hey,
Yeah.
that's something.
So, I mean, I was just excited to see the story, but you know, he's such a great athlete. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about this story with
People
him.
that can transition.
He's transitioning. He's only 27. He made a decision to stop swimming. People are like, one more time. His mom wants to go to, where are they going next time? China somewhere. Anyway, his mom wants to go, and he was like, "Mom, I can take you there. He got plenty of money." He's like, "Mom, you don't have to be in the Olympics to go. I'll buy you a ticket if you want to go, Mom." That's what he told his mother. She's like, "I want to go." So now he has transitioned from swimming to golf. I'm excited for him because I want to see how well he does. You know, when you see somebody as great as he is, to be able to transition to something else in his life. He's only 27 years old. He's doing great things already. I really cannot wait to see what happens with that young man. I like him a lot. And then good news in golf. I told you I was going to talk about Tiger Woods too, right?
Uh-oh.
Tiger Woods won the Farmer Insurance Open on this week. Tiger Woods finished at 14 under to win first prize $1.1 million. Good job, Tiger. He won.
That is good for him, though.
It is good for him.
Some good come out for him, and
yeah, I mean, but who can be upset and who could not be happy for this point that Tiger's finally finding himself on the court, on the field again, and he's so good on the course. That guy, he just being able to pull himself around and be able, he hit the ball way left. I was like, oh God, he's in the trees.
Hey, don't kill no birds.
He came out unscathed. Again, I want to say it out loud. I want to say it proud. Tiger Woods, Farmers Insurance Open winner, 14 under par. First prize, $1.1 million. Congratulations to Tiger Woods. Big ups to Tiger. Snedeker came in second at 10 under, tied with Teeter at 10 under. They could not catch him. He came in the fourth round as a winner. He was actually 6 under. He was 6 points ahead. And coming into the fourth round, and he finished 4 under. So as a winner, leader. Good job, Tiger. I was just excited for him. So I love golf. You guys know that. Now listen, the ratings for Roger Goodell are really down as the commissioner of NFL football. They said that the reason people are so upset because the way he's leading. They feel like all he's doing is just imposing fines and, making guys pay and suspending people. But he's not really coming up with any rules and validations to the game to make things better for those who, for the head injuries, for all that stuff, right? So this was really, really interesting to me. Michael Robinson of one of the Seahawks fullbacks said, the fines are ridiculous. They need to have a forum or something. I don't know how to block anyone anymore. I mean, I think that's really a relevant conversation to have, don't you? As a fullback in a position that you have to play.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's just that, everybody knows their assignments. Everybody knows what they have to do. And it's like you said earlier, people feel that, he's just not taking that step as a leader, because as commissioner you have a very big position. You've got to make sure that not only in the offices of these teams that they have their stuff straight and everyone's on their best behavior and they're on their P's and Q's, but as well as for the players on the field, that things aren't just saying well, you're just supposed to play football and I'm just supposed to make sure you don't do anything bad.
Right.
It's more than that.
Right. It's more than that. Matter of fact, James Harrison of the Steelers, a Steelers linebacker, said, I feel like what he's doing is not totally for the safety of players. The things that are being done aren't proactive. They are being reactive to situations. I think I couldn't have said it better myself. You have to be proactive. You can't just always react every time there's a situation. Okay, that deserves a fine.
Well, and the thing is, look at the bounty that you saw on the Saints for this past season, is that there was no sufficient evidence that they were playing bounty hunters.
And a lot of people actually got off. The really person that only paid was the coach.
And it's like, so what was that all about?
I know.
There was nothing. There was no sufficient evidence that said, hey, you've got Boba Fett, you've got Zuckus, you've got Dangar. Those are all Star Wars characters for all of my nerds out there. That says that they're going after people. It's not like Boba Fett going to get Han Solo and putting him in frozen carbonite and giving him the Jabba the Hutt for some money. It's not like that,
right?
Of course. But the thing is that there was no evidence that said, oh, Jonathan Vilma, I heard that you were trying to pop Michael Turner for an extra $75,000. Guess what? you're going down, buddy.
Right.
But there was no evidence against it.
There was no evidence of that. The evidence was of them pushing each other, encouraging each other to do better, to make sure they were getting the hits and things like that. But the actual bounty situation, like you said, was never really proven. So they're not liking Goodell right now. Roger Goodell is not doing well as the commissioner right now. The people, the fans are not liking him that much, and also the players are not liking him. Some people are saying he's just doing what he has to do, but it depends on how you look at the situation, I guess, right? Based on what we're seeing and what we're saying is that he needs to be proactive in the situation and not just react to every situation that goes on the field. It makes it very difficult for these guys to know what to do and what not to do, and when it's okay to hit a certain way and when it's not okay. You know what I'm saying? And there's times when I've seen hits on the field that I felt like it was the head-to-head has been a mistake. Yeah. That they didn't just try to lead in with their head and cause a helmet-to-helmet situation. So I think that's very difficult. I think it makes the game very difficult to play. And of course, even the president is weighing in on that right now. There definitely has to be something done to prevent the head injuries. We understand that. But everybody needs to work together to make that happen, because football is football. It's here. It's not going anywhere. Yeah. It's been around a long time. I mean, it's not like it just started yesterday, right?
Oh, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? I'm just playing. But
what? What would be funny?
That'd be funny, wouldn't it? If it just started yesterday. How would you make all the rules? How would you make all the equipment? How would all that happen? But that'd be interesting.
Right. Hey. Well, you know what, y'all? We want y'all to tell us what you think about this situation with Roger Goodell. Seriously. Like, weigh in with us on your thought about where football is and where football is headed. Go onto the website. Go onto our Facebook fan page, SIBN Sports fan page. And let us know what you think about that, because it's very important for us to have these good discussions about what's going on in sports. Listen, we're going to come back. We got some more great hot news that's going on. We're going to talk about next coming up. There's a huge story in baseball about A-Rod.
Baseball.
OMG. This is a very interesting story. Can't wait to talk about it. When we come back, it's not only A-Rod, but there's also some other very prominent baseball players that were involved in this situation. And when we come back, we're going to get into it, because this is serious. This is some of the stuff we talked about last week with Barry Bonds and on about that. So leading in some more situations that are coming up in baseball. What is going to happen with baseball? Baseball. We'll be right back, y'all. We're going to take a quick break. This is your girl, Clara Slett, Matthew Bugs, SIBN Sports.
Baseball.
You're listening to SIBN Radio. We'll be right back in a moment. Now is the time to have your business online with the Select USA TV iBroadcasting Network. That's right, SIBN or Select USA TV will produce your video on the spot. Picture business videos, on location streaming videos, or on location production videos. Dial 678-830-3118 or call the office at 404-910-5019 Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now is the time to have your business online with SIBN. The Select USA TV iBroadcasting Network now offers picture videos, on-location streaming videos, and on-location production videos for your event, cause, brand, or mission. Call today, 678-830-3118 or 404-910-5019.
Right, but a talking gecko, why?
I'll tell you why. Because people trust advertising icons. Some bloke tells you to go to geico.com and you're like, really? Just who might you be? But a gecko, he can be trusted. I ask if you want to save hundreds on car insurance, and you're like, yes, thank you. Mind babysitting my kids? And I'm like, of course I'll sit with the kids. You're like a brother to me.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
It's 2:30 in the morning, and your mom just woke me up because she had her very first craving, and so we came to Burger King so she could get a Whopper.
So good.
Look at
Burger King is celebrating 55 years of the Whopper sandwich and inviting you to share your best Whopper moments.
Thanks for waking me up.
Thanks for buying me a Burger King.
I was once used for small jobs.
And I took on all the bigger, tougher ones, but with Mr. Clean's new Select-A-Size Magic Eraser, he can take on any size job.
At least we don't go near Rex's mobile home as often.
What are you, scared?
New Mr. Clean Select-A-Size Magic Eraser.
The call to serve. It has no sound, yet I have heard it in the whispered retelling of honorable sacrifices made by those who have served before me. The call to serve has no form, yet I have clearly seen it in the eyes of men and women infinitely more courageous and more driven than most. The call to serve has no weight, yet I have held it in my hands. I will commit to carry it close to my heart until my country is safe and the anguish of those less fortunate has been soothed. The call to serve is at once invisible and always present. And for those who choose to answer the call, for their country, for their fellow man, for themselves, it is the most powerful force on earth. America's Navy, a global force for good.
You're listening to SIBN Radio on the Select USA TV iBroadcasting Network. You're listening to SIBN Radio.
All right, y'all, we are back. This is your girl, Clara. So at the desk, at the sports desk, yeah, I just got banged on. I wasn't paying attention in the producer counter. I was like, bam. Okay, we're here. Listen, I told you we're going to talk about A-Rod, but before we do that, this is actually hilarious. The U.S. Anti-Doping Agency, Travis Tygart, remains skeptical of Lance Armstrong. Huh? I mean, everybody knows that Lance Armstrong did not come completely clean with Oprah. Okay?
What you want to tell him on television?
All he wants to do is get some sympathy so that he can have an opportunity to come back in the sport.
Oh.
I mean, he knows that everything is over for him. Who cares? I mean, it's actually hilarious. I just thought I'd bring that up. Oh, it just makes me sick. I'm sorry.
Just like when Magic Johnson got HIV.
You know what? Let's get over some of these things we need to get over. Don't you agree? Like
Except
with
for Magic Johnson getting HIV.
Okay, I'm
think about it.
Point.
The
Tell
only
me.
person,
come on,
the only person that has the money to pay for something like that, and everybody else out there gets the same thing, and they can't take care of it.
Yeah,
they can't take care of it. But yeah, he has the money to do it, so I guess that makes it free, and I guess that makes it okay. And he was still a candidate of the doggone Dream Team.
Yeah. Y'all, it looks like to me Matthew hasn't gotten over that. Yeah, some things people don't ever get over. Matthew, I think you're going to have to let that go, honey.
Let go.
Matthew, let go.
The year I was born.
Matthew, you're going to have to let that go. Listen here.
The year I was born.
I understand, Matthew, but listen. That story is so freaking old. Do you know all the stuff that Magic has done since then? I mean, like, that's so old. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, it's so freaking old. So that's all I'm saying, Matthew. Let it go and let God, okay? Let go and let God.
I'm good, guys.
You need to get a bumper sticker.
If I was ever that seriously mad about something like that, I would not be here right now. But it's not that serious.
It's not that serious, is what you're saying. So are you saying the same thing about the Armstrong story? Is that it's not that serious?
That man is crazy.
Yeah.
First of all, you shouldn't have done it to begin with. I hate it when good athletes, when they have bad character and they do stuff that they're not supposed to do. There are steroids that help people, yes, but when you use them to become a better competitor than your opponent, you are nothing more than the scum. You ever seen the Little Rascals? I hate your stinking guts.
Yeah.
You are the scum between my toes. You make me vomit. That is exactly what it is.
Oh, he done went way back. Boy, you done went way back to the Little Rascals. That's some funny crap. You got me looking at the guy with the little hair all over his head. What's his name?
Whoa.
The little black kid with the hair all over his head. Alfalfa.
Oh, Oh, he had the pointy little. No,
oh, the little hair all over his head. Listen, let me tell you, buckwheat, stymie, yeah. Oh my God, help me, I can't take it. Okay, so that leads up to this story then, because you just made a valid point, my sir. A-Rod, now being suspected of being connected with a clinic in Florida where he supposedly, and I'm saying supposedly, and I'm going to say allegedly because nothing has been proven at this point, purchased performance enhancing drugs.
He got a connect.
And so supposedly in 2009 and in 2012 he supposedly purchased these drugs. Now, the person spoke on condition of anonymity because drug enforcement agency officials and the MLB and investigations had yet to speak to Rodriguez. So they haven't even spoken to him yet about this. It said Rodriguez released a statement vehemently denying that he received performance-enhancing drugs from Biogenesis, a wellness clinic in Coral Gables, Florida, run by Anthony Bosch.
Oh, hush.
So not only that they put his name in it, but there are others that have also been associated, and that's Gio Gonzalez, Melky Cabrera, Nelson Cruz, Bartolo Colon, and Yasmini Gradel. Now, November the 7th, Gradel was suspended for 50 games effective for the coming season after testing positive for elevated levels of testosterone. In a statement, he said, "I must accept responsibility for my actions."
Question.
Colon was suspended for 50 games on August 27th after testing positive for elevated levels of testosterone. He had previously undergone stem cell treatment in his native Dominican Republic that drew MLB scrutiny but did not lead to a suspension. Then you got Nelson Cruz. There's nothing on him at this point. Then you got Melky Cabrera. Cabrera was suspended for 50 games August 15th after testing positive for elevated levels of testosterone. Gio Gonzalez, they have nothing on him. So all of these names, out of all these names that I've mentioned, 3 of these guys have tested positive for elevated levels of testosterone.
Quick question. Is Anthony Bosch related to Chris Bosch in any way? That could explain it, you know.
That could explain. What could that explain, though?
Chris Bosch is freak like nature.
He's freak like nature?
Yeah. Well, first of all, he looks like an alien. And second of all, he's a freak of a basketball player, of an athlete.
You are.
But beyond that.
What's so freakish about his basketball, though? I'm confused.
That man can play ball.
Okay, so freak in a good way.
Yes.
You know, I have to keep up with you, Matthew. Sometimes you be going over to the left on me.
I'm only 25.
I know. I understand. You're a young man.
Well, I'm technically 21. Please don't go telling anybody that's 25.
Hold on for a minute, sir. Don't try to make me sound old, okay? Don't play
Nobody's
me like that.
old. There's no such thing as old.
You trying to play me to the left. You trying to play me to the left.
No.
Okay, we're not going to talk about age on this show. This show has nothing to do with age.
As for A-Rod's situation.
As for A-Rod, yeah.
As for A-Rod.
Yes.
No sympathy.
No sympathy.
None.
Well, they said that the New York Yankees are embarrassed by the latest charges against the all-star third baseman Alex Rodriguez. They will explore the possibility of voiding Rodriguez's contract or hope that Rodriguez will simply retire, freeing up $114 million.
See? Why would you go and embarrass... Hold on, may I borrow this for a second?
You can borrow this. Go ahead.
Why would you go and embarrass one of the greatest... And look at that. It's probably some dip in your mouth right there. I bet you. Why would you go and embarrass one of the greatest franchises in MLB history?
Yeah.
For as much as I may not be a Yankees fan, how could you go and embarrass one of the greatest franchises in baseball history? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
He is having a conversation with A-Rod right now.
You need to spit that out.
Okay, it's okay.
And sit down.
Yeah, he does have some stuff in his mouth. I agree with you. His cheekbone is a little high right there. I don't think that's his tongue. Listen, I am with you 100%, dude. Listen, I know you guys out there can weigh in on this. We'd love to hear what you think about the A-Rod situation. I mean, to me, this is huge. Like, this is so freaking big. We're talking the A-Rod who used to date Madonna. Yeah. He left his wife for McDonald's.
But you know what though? I'm glad I'm better in New York than Atlanta because I would totally be mad right now.
You'd be mad right now.
Well, I would be steamed beyond comparison. But you got I don't know. Like I said,
he has denied it. Okay, let me clear something up now because I don't want y'all going out there. Well, y'all talking about him. He and him been proven guilty. I know. It's alleged. There's no proof. They haven't even spoken to him about it yet. And he has already come out publicly and denied it. But so many others did too. Namely, Lance Armstrong. Okay, anyway.
Oh, I never heard of that guy in my life.
Who? Lance Armstrong?
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him? Oh,
no.
Okay. Who is that?
Didn't he ride a tricycle or something?
You off the chain, boy. Matt is off the chain today, y'all. I'm just saying. But we'll see what happens. Character. Yeah, and it's sad, actually, to be honest with you, to see what is going to happen with A-Rod. This could go down as one of the biggest scandals in history of baseball. Seriously, like I know we've talked about Bonds, we've talked about some of the other ones.
Except for the time that the mobsters tried to control, was it the 35 World Series? But we're not going to get into that today. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Do you know what everyone could do with 114?
That's like taking the heat. You know what that's like taking the heat off of one situation and put it on to another. Oh, back when the mobsters tried to take over. You're off the chains today, okay? We're not going all the way back there. But I was just like, this story has a lot of meat on it, to be honest with you. And once these clinics come out and start naming people, 9 times out of 10, it's going to come back that this information is true. Mm-hmm. Because this person that owns this company is no way and no wise going to incriminate himself to protect the baseball players. I'm just saying. So y'all be looking out for this story to elevate from here. I don't see that going anywhere but up. And it's going to definitely be elevated to the next level. And we'll see what happens with A-Rod. But that's, I don't know if it's a sad story or what. I don't even know how to characterize that story.
Well, it's sad. It's
I mean, the more you hear about these different stories, you really don't want to hear about it.
Sickens my stomach.
Your stomach is getting sick, huh?
Well, it needs food, but it's sick.
Yeah. Part of it is hunger, right? Hunger pains.
It goes.
Yeah, making some noise.
What is your stomach upset? No, just hungry.
Just hungry. Boy, you off the chains today.
Get it? Do-do.
Right. Hungry. Stupid. Yeah, I got that one. Okay, so check this out, y'all. We want you to go check out our website. We have a great website where you can go. It's interactive and different things going on. You can check out our videos. You can check out our latest information. We want you to check out SIBN Radio by SelectUSATV.com. Check us out. Check out what we're doing. Check out our pictures, and we're going to start Thursdays. Click the live channel. It says Thursdays, click the live channel. Sorry, y'all. On Thursdays, you can click the live channel every Thursday and check us out. This is your girl, Clara Salette, and then your homeboy over there, the young man, Matthew Buggs. And we want y'all to go to the website again. It's SIBN Radio by SelectUSATV.com. Check out our website. Become interactive with us. Also, check out our fan page on Facebook, Sports, SIBN Sports fan page. Y'all, we're going to take a quick break. I need to take care of Matthew. We'll be right back.
You're listening to SIBN Radio on the Select USA TV iBroadcasting Network. You're listening to SIBN Radio.
It's always been a part of me to fight for those who couldn't fight for themselves. Whether on my block or around the world. My name is First Lieutenant King, and I move toward the sounds of those who are in need of help.
The few, the proud, the Marines.
Entry invalid.
The Windows Phone 8X
Max by HTC on Verizon. It features easy-to-navigate live tiles that are simple to customize. Just pin what matters most right to your home screen. Exclusively with DataSense, a feature that makes the most of your plan. Only on Verizon.
Hey, Mike. Where are you up to?
Just diagramming this accident with my State Farm Pocket Agent app. You can also get a quote and pay your premium with this thing.
I thought State Farm didn't have all those apps.
Where'd you hear that?
The internet.
And you believed it?
Yeah. They can't put anything on the internet that isn't true.
Where'd you hear that? The internet.
Oh, look. Here comes my date. I met him on the internet. He's a French model.
Bonjour.
State Farm. More mobile than ever. Get to a better state.
Aaron, I was able to save you hundreds.
Yeah, discount, double check, I know. I'm kind of over that move.
So are we.
What?
It's a little, soft.
No, it isn't.
It is.
They wanted something with a little,
Like what?
Do it with me. Ready? Discount, double check.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrifying.
Right?
Matthews.
What's up, dude?
He plays football professionally.
Hey, Ratches! Move! Matthews!
You can save big with a discount double check. Only from State Farm.
You're listening to SIBN Radio on the City USA TV iBroadcasting Network. You're listening to SIBN Radio.
Well, what's up, y'all? This is the coach right here, not Matthew Bugs, alongside.
I thought we were good.
Doing what?
I mean, I took care of the situation. I gave you some medication when we took our break. I thought that everything was okay.
Oh, that
now you're the
medication.
Coach? Did I give you the wrong stuff? Now you think you're somebody else?
Well, I was watching Face Off with Nicolas Cage last night. Yeah, that kind of reminded me of it.
Oh, yeah, that's the best movie ever.
How could you not want to be such a handsome, intelligent, spiritually...
The coach.
Yeah, like that person.
Yeah.
Over there. He's making our...
He's your mentor?
Yeah.
Of course.
How could you not want to be like that?
Of course. And you will be one day.
Wish I could grow a beard, too. But I have to shave it off next week.
Listen. Some things you need to keep, to yourself now here. I'm going to have to find a different kind of medication. If anybody have any ideas of what I can give Matthew, y'all give me a call, please.
Well, we got to give Randall Moss some medication.
Let's talk about it.
He says
what did
he's the greatest receiver of all time.
Let's talk about some football.
Over
this is
Gerald
a funny
Rice?
story, man.
Over Gerald Rice?
What is wrong with him? Why would he even come out and make a comment like that? And you know what? He said it with such confidence. He exuded such confidence. He said, I really do think I'm the greatest receiver to ever play this game.
You want to know something sad about this? Look at this.
It's one thing to be confident, right?
Gerald Rice has more touchdowns.
Yeah.
Jerry Rice has more receiving yards. And above all, Jerry Rice has 3 rings and Randy Moss has
none. Right. And so, I understand having an exuding confidence. I understand that. And it's necessary to be able to be a great player. But one of the guys, let's see who this was making this comment. This was pretty funny to me. Few people know Moss better than former NFL wideout Chris Carter, a longtime mentor who doesn't concur with the former Minnesota Vikings teammates' assessment. So he is totally saying you're not the greatest that ever played this game, sir.
That's like
but Carter, as an ESPN analyst now, agrees that Moss, the one spectacular vertical downfield threat, more often used a decoy in the twilight of his career, came into the league with the potential to unseat Rice's generally acknowledged claim to the crown. So what he was saying is he could have done it. But let me tell you why he said he didn't. He said he didn't have enough good habits early in his career to be the greatest ever. Ooh, let's talk about that.
Well,
now that says a lot
like
right there.
LeBron going back and saying he's better than Jordan.
Right.
That would be very awful.
It would be ridiculous.
Now, with that being said, there is there is something on that, and it's just
talk
Jordan
about it, 'cause I love this
I know we're
statement.
talking about the NFL, but in the NBA for a moment, it's like Jordan Crawford plays for the Washington Wizards. He said in a statement, I feel I'm better than Jordan, and the entire world just stopped and was like,
right.
Your first name may be Jordan, but you will never be Jordan.
Well, I don't even know him.
Well, that's
okay.
He's a very nice guy. He used to play for Atlanta. He got traded.
He may be nice.
But
he may be a nice guy, but he's a dumb guy too.
There are greats in the game
to make a statement like that.
There are greats in the game that you model your game after that you should never.
You model your game after, but you don't go after. There's a difference, right?
It's like Kobe mimics Jordan's game, and we all know this.
Right.
But Jordan has never said.
Kobe has never said.
I'm better than Jordan.
Well, Kobe has said that he did. Remember when he came out about the Dream Team thing, about how their team was better than the Dream Team, and Jordan said, "Let's go."
Let's see about it.
They said,
"They're
let's go.
gonna come out of retirement and kick the living daylights
out of them. We will come out of retirement to show y'all kids, y'all little punks, we're the best that ever played this thing. Come on, let's go." Now that's deep right there for Jordan to say that. You know Jordan ain't scared.
None of them are.
And they'll beat him.
You crazy?
You know they'll
Clyde
beat him.
the Glide.
Please, Dragster, that's my boy, man. Clyde the Drag. Be gliding through the air. Come on down through there. Oh my God! You remember how he used to just glide through the air? I loved you.
Now they always said that Clyde and Jordan's game were kind of
they were seriously they
close.
were. I mean, I love me some Clyde the Glide. Now he was a good player too. Okay, and then check this out. Now back to this story with Moss, because this story has me intrigued. So Carter said he didn't have enough good habits early in his career to be the greatest ever. You have to be a grinder mentally and physically. So what he was saying was you could have been great, but you're not great because you didn't have what it took early in your career. You didn't have the grind. You didn't have the connection physically and mentally to make it happen. That's some deep words. What do you think about that?
I mean, he said it in a nutshell.
I mean, he said it as a mentor.
It's like having a sensei, and you want him to be as great as your sensei. You train under his tutelage. You do everything that he does, but if you don't work as hard as your sensei did to become the way that they are now, then you're not gonna be where you want. You're not gonna be like that person later on in what you're trying to do.
Right.
It's almost like it took. Now here's another nerd. Here's another nerd fact for all of my nerds out there. It took Yoda 400 years to master the Force. How old is Yoda? Almost 500 years old. Therefore,
it took all of his life.
It took all of his life to become a master. That is why they call him Master Yoda. Master Yoda. Not Jedi Yoda. Not Padawan Yoda. Not Knight Yoda. Master Yoda. Grand Master Yoda of the doggone Jedi Council,
He's
people.
gone again, y'all.
But
He's
see, the
gone
thing
again.
is
Hold
that
on.
nobody ever worked as hard as Yoda.
Somebody
nobody
hand me that needle.
did the things that he did to become the great that he was.
Give him some
Now,
steroids.
back to sports. With that being said,
that was sports, wasn't it?
Oh, you can call a lightsaber sport or fencing.
Okay.
But see, the thing is that it's like the NFL is tough, and we all know that. But if you don't work out as hard, if you don't spend your morning and your night, first one at practice, last one gone.
Yeah.
You don't spend all the time like Jerry Rice did, becoming the person that he became.
Yeah.
That ball flew through the air. Oh, how do you do that?
Right.
Oh, how do you do that? It's almost like, Kareem Abdul and his skyhook. And every time that sucker went up, it was almost like he made
wondered
it.
how he did it, right.
It was like, oh, well, count the bucket.
It was counted. It was counted before he even took the ball.
Before the ball went through, because they knew, he's not going to miss
You know what? That's interesting that you say that, because another thing he said is something that you have to have aspired to. So if you never aspired to be the greatest, you just came in the game to play it.
Yeah.
To win it, to get paid, whatever you want to call it, right?
And win rings.
But you never aspired to be the greatest. That means you didn't put the effort forth to be the greatest. I think LeBron came into this game aspiring to be the greatest.
Yeah.
You got me? There's a difference when you come into the game aspiring to be the greatest and you become the greatest, because I'm going to tell you, LeBron James has the respect and earned it, and he still got a long ways to go.
Oh, yeah.
He's still got a long ways to go. He's already at 20,000 points.
Yeah.
Scored. I mean, come on now. In the likes of Wilt Chamberlain and some of the other greats, okay? So when you aspire to that and you start your career with that aspiration and you put in the time and you do what it takes to be the greatest, that's how you become the greatest. It ain't because you said it. Oh, did we clear that up? Did we clear that up? I think we cleared that up. Pound sign. Now listen. You know there's a lot going on with the sports. First of all, let's talk about our dear heart, our dear girl, Beyonce. So they're making a big story about this Super Bowl halftime, right? Mm-hmm. And they're talking about the lip syncing for the inauguration. Listen, let's move past it. This is Beyonce we're talking about. I don't care if she lip synced it or not. This is your girl, Beyonce. She make it do what it do. And I promise y'all, when you see her at Super Bowl halftime, you're going to forget all about the inauguration.
And this is the part where we rewind, where we talked about this how many months ago?
Okay. Just rewind. Yeah, all the way back. When? Right. She gonna make it do what it do.
Oh, yeah.
Stop playing, y'all. Get up off of her. But anyway, she released her pictures. She released some of her video of her performing and preparing. She is actually going to speak out this week prior to the Super Bowl about what is going on.
Beyonce.
Listen, hold on.
Accompanied by the U.S. Marine Band. Following the national anthem, please remain at your place while the presidential party exits the platform.
I bet she didn't lip sing this now.
This is the one that said that she lip synced.
Oh, this is the inauguration. Oh, well, you know, I thought we were somewhere else. Okay, let's
see the quality.
Let's see if it even matters.
Let's observe with our ears.
Okay, tell me what you hear.
Taste it.
Yeah, taste that. Right, Matthew?
Huh?
All we gotta say here on SIBN Sports, we really don't care. Okay? Beyonce is who she is. She does what she does. She's good at it. Everybody knows she can sing. So now, the home of the free. That's what I say. Now, do that, girl. You do your thing. I cannot wait to Super Bowl halftime. I know there's a lot of other stuff that's going to be going on too, but Super Bowl halftime is going to be the bomb. Beyonce going to bring it like none other can. There's speculation that she may even bring your girls back and do some what's the name of her group? Beyonce's group. What's the name of them? Because you know it's Beyonce now, so you don't know.
3 Little Girls.
No, it ain't 3 Little Girls. It ain't TLC.
I forget.
What's the name? Destiny's Child. Oh, crazy man. He over there talking about some TLC and 3 Little Girls. That's why this is a sports show. Hey, listen, Raymond Lewis. Why are they trying to bring some crap up about Ray Lewis to try to start this whole situation for him and try to listen? Who had Dear Antler as this year's Super Bowl Media Day controversy? Baltimore Ravens linebacker Ray Lewis was asked about a Sports Illustrated reporter saying he sought out Deer Antler Velvet Extract, a banned substance, to help recover from a biceps injury this season. 2 years ago, that was the same report. He said, it's not worthy of the press. Yeah, but did you use it? Nah, never, Lewis said. And people are saying, so is that gonna, like cloud all of this that's going on with him? No. Again, here you heard it on SIBN Sports.
You heard
we don't care. Okay, moving on. Ray Lewis is doing his doggone thing. Y'all leave him alone.
And they're gonna win.
And they're going to
I'm
win.
gonna be 3-0 in these playoffs, people.
Okay, what do you think about Rice?
Who,
they
Gerald?
call him Little Ray.
Oh, Ray Rice.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Gerald Rice.
They call him Little Ray.
The guy's got a lot of heart. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You got a lot of shorts in the game that, they do their part.
I think he's going to have a phenomenal game, and I think he's going to run all over the 49ers. I am excited. Go Ray Ray. If they call him Little Ray, whatever they call him, who cares? To be named after Ray Lewis in any point or to be likened to him is a great thing. Mm-hmm. So we wish him the best. Hope that Ray has a great game. Little Ray, you do the doggone thing, boy. Run, run, run. They're excited about Kaepernick. Everybody's all Kaepernick, right? And so they're talking about Kaepernick all over the place and talking about what Kaepernick is doing and how he's going to win and all this stuff. So, Kaepernick, anyway, we're in the studio. You know how things happen in the studio. You just keep moving, But Kaepernick, they're picking them to win, and they're saying they're going to win because it's Kaepernick.
Well, I don't give him no right and nothing, but he's a great guy, and he's got a lot of heart for picking up the team, especially in the middle of the season.
I know, that was awesome.
Between quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you can't put it all on the quarterback. Now, we've all talked about
I like
this.
that.
We
Go ahead, let's talk.
We talked about this a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
The San Francisco's defense, there are some slight problems in their passing system or wherever the case may be. They have a breakdown in their defense somewhere, which if the Ravens can expose, they can definitely win.
Yeah.
But it takes more than that. Defense wins championships. However, Joe Flacco, the way he's been getting hot lately, the offense is going to be a big part of their game as well. So you got two threats right here, and it's up to San Francisco to find out where can we stop this? Where can we make the stop at? What are we going to do? They're not a complete. That's the thing that I felt about us. They're not a team that you look at them and say, "Oh my goodness, they are complete." Baltimore has no absolute chance in the name of all that is good, holy, in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. But they managed to beat Atlanta, yes. But look at how long it took them to do that.
Right.
So
I agree with you on that. And then you can't come out against a Ravens defense and not be at the top of your game. And I'm talking about, when I say at the top of your game, I'm talking about moving in, right? You got to be going in. And I don't know that Kaepernick, as good as he is going to have the ability. And he's looking back on the fact that when he first came in the league a couple of years ago, he was with the number one pick at the time, Cam Newton. And he's saying that he never thought that he would reach the Super Bowl before Cam Newton. That's interesting, huh? As the starting quarterback, because he wasn't even the starting quarterback.
From, the little to the big.
Yeah.
Or from the big to the little. However you want to say it.
However you want to say it, right.
However you want to say it.
You just never know, right?
It's a nice comment. And, it's a personal thought. And just one of those things you could say that, like, wow, I never would have imagined.
Hey, check this out. Another interesting story. You remember the name Catherine Webb?
Sounds familiar. Is it two B's?
Catherine Webb with two B's.
Two B's.
You know who she is? She's the girlfriend of the quarterback for Alabama.
Oh, that
AJ
lady,
McCarron.
Miss Alabama.
Yeah, that lady. Well, she ain't just that lady anymore. Guess where she was on Media Day?
Oh, she was in Kaepernick's arms?
You are off the chains. Why are you trying to give her away to another man? She has a boyfriend.
No, I didn't say that.
You said in his arms.
That doesn't mean in his arms to say
okay, like that. Well, I will say this. She was at Media Day.
Yeah.
And she was doing interviews for Inside Edition.
Yeah.
With the sports players.
Yeah.
So she is pretty famous now.
Yeah.
So who did that for her?
Yeah, I mean,
you are off the chains.
Probably, it's probably.
Remember when they made the comments about her and how the quarterbacks always get the pretty girls, and they made such a big deal about her.
Yeah, but she's being more than pretty. She's doing her job.
100,000 people followed her and all this stuff. So now she's out reporting on sports.
Well, she's doing more than being pretty. She's out there working, and that's what you like to see. People with more than just a face, they got production. And that's
interesting. So she wasn't just a pretty girl in the stands, huh?
Yeah. That's how you got it.
Behind her man.
the right man. That
Okay,
is.
which man?
She gave him a hug, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. Well, probably.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break because I need to get out the needle again.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you need
All right,
some
can
medicine.
we use a short one this time, please?
Okay, so check this out, y'all. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. It's time for some NBA, baby.
She gave him a hug, I'm sure.
Every night up in the club, getting money with the thugs, thought I'd never fall in love. And there was you. And I don't want to be a player no more. Every night up in the club, tricking with a different girl, thought I'd never fall in love. When I met you, girl, you changed my mind. One look and just one touch, and I knew she was the girl for me, like no other I had seen. They say that I'm tripping, but I know what I want. This girl here is different. She got something that they don't. Yeah, she might be my lover. She makes me want no other. She don't care about going to the strip club. She wanna go to, and I never met a girl like you that makes me wanna settle down. I'm already taken. There's a lot of girls up in this club. Baby, I'm taken. Yeah, when that girl who be love, I'm already taken. And it's hard as a man, but I know I can. Baby, I'm taken. She the apple of my eye. Keep that body on time. I know I'm a player, but she might be Mrs. Right. Plus, that girl told me if I ever do wrong, I can have all the money, all the keys. From that day on, she's still with me. She might be my lover. She makes me want no other. She don't care about going to the strip club. She wanna go to, and I never met a girl like you that makes me wanna settle down. I'm already taken. There's a lot of girls up in this club. Baby, I'm taken. And that good old groupie love. I'm already taken. And it's hard as a man, but I know I can. Baby, I'm taken. Every night up in the club, getting money with the thug, thought I'd never fall in love. And there was you. And I don't wanna be a player no more. Tricking with a different girl, thought I'd never fall in love. When I met you, girl, you changed my mind.
All right, folks, right back here on SIBN Sports, and I am slightly normal again, Matthew Bugs at the desk.
All right.
With
Clara Select.
Yeah,
None other than.
she's normal too.
Hey.
Okay, now I gotta put the needle on her this time.
Handle it. We switched seats.
Yeah, we took.
Go
I told her
ahead.
it wasn't
Go
my fault.
ahead. Now listen, y'all. We are excited. We are pumped. We are ready to go. It is Super Bowl week, baby. Yes, and we are excited about the Baltimore Ravens playing the San Francisco 49ers
When it should be the Atlanta Falcons, but we won't get into that.
at the Thunderdome in New Orleans. So you remember you made an interesting comment about that. Remember you was talking about a team playing the Super Bowl in their own stadium.
Oh, no team
How
has
long
ever
ago?
done that.
It's never happened, right?
Never happened. Neither that or the fact that this is the first Super Bowl that two brothers have actually played each other.
And that's huge too. So this is one of those Super Bowls that is one
will
to
be blood.
watch, right?
There will be blood.
There will be blood.
And one way or another, there will
Right.
be.
So could you imagine being the parents of the Harbaugh brothers?
They interviewed him too, and they were like, wow.
What did the parents say? They just don't know how to feel, do they?
They said, this is crazy. They said, but his father, Jack Harbaugh, said, I would more so feel more for the one that did not make it versus the one that actually did make it. Only because they know that, like, wow, somebody at the end of the night, somebody's got to take it, somebody's got to not get it.
Can you imagine being at the dinner table
What would you say, like?
to celebrate? Right. Right. He's making the face, y'all. Yeah. You giving him the
That steak.
eye. Yeah.
Think about you every time I chew steak.
So that's going to be pretty interesting to have the brothers, after they win, whoever wins, right, sitting across from each other at the celebration table. Because they're going to have to celebrate together.
What would you say?
That's going to be an interesting dinner.
I
That's
wouldn't
all
do
I
it.
know.
I wouldn't eat.
You wouldn't eat.
I wouldn't eat.
You
I'd
wouldn't go to the
stare.
dinner. You would just stare. You'd go, but you'd just stare.
Next season.
What do y'all think, guys? This is so exciting. I mean, seriously, we are so freaking pumped about this Super Bowl.
They're probably
This is
gonna grab
be-
some McDonald's after the game, though.
No,
Be like, all right,
ain't
bro,
nobody going to
I
get
got
no
you on
McDonald's. Stop playing. We want y'all to go to our website, SIBN radio-BySelectUSATV.com. Check out our website. Give us your comments. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you're excited about this Super Bowl. Who are you going with for this Super Bowl? Who's going to win it
I
all?
want to hear that pregame speech in the locker room.
Uh-huh.
That son of a is my brother.
Uh-huh.
And then the other guy's like, that son of a is my brother. And we are going to, by
Crush
God,
him.
he is the enemy.
Yeah, he's the
Tonight,
enemy.
He is the
He
enemy.
is the enemy. He's my brother after the game.
And then he will buy me McDonald's if I win. Which we will win, right?
Yeah, that's going to be very exciting, guys. So we want y'all to get pumped with us, get excited with us. Let's make it do what it do. Now, we know y'all excited. We're excited again. Go to the website, SIBN radio-BySelectUSATV.com.
Or our Facebook fan page at www.facebook.com/SIBN Sports.
Like our page, guys. Let's get the likes up. Tell everybody who is somebody. Let everybody know SIBN Sports is doing it real big.
Please tell them, because we need more likes. We need more.
We need more likes.
We need more. But we
Can
want to
you
know
like
what you guys
us?
think. We want
Can
to know
you
what
like
you guys
us?
think. We want to know what you
Like
guys
us.
think. We wanna
Listen,
know.
y'all, it's time. It's time. I've been watching NBA all week.
Oh, tell you what.
Oh my God,
Speaking of,
we had
have
some big
the
upsets in that.
biggest
Oh,
trade in the.
okay. So
Wow.
we're gonna talk about the trade first, and then we'll talk about the big upsets and the wins. Go ahead. It's your turn,
Ladies and gentlemen,
ladies and gentlemen.
Rudolph Gay, otherwise known as Rudy Gay, which if you know me by now, everybody has a full first name. Rudy Gay has been traded from Memphis to Toronto. Oh, look at that! It's on ESPN right now. See that? Look at that! Ain't that crazy?
Interesting. You're
Why
right on
would
target,
they?
buddy. That's how we make it do.
Man, but see, the thing
That's
is,
what's
that
hot
what I
right
don't
now.
understand. Rudy Gay is their leading scorer,
Right.
but he and Ahmad Haddadi from the Memphis Grizzlies will go to the Toronto Raptors.
Uh-huh.
Now, Memphis will receive Tayshaun Prince, Austin Daye, and Ed Davis,
Uh-huh.
while Detroit receives Jose Calderon. So,
It's an interesting time to be doing trades, huh?
well, I try to understand because,
Uh-huh.
like I said, he's their leading scorer.
Right.
He's a great player.
I mean, what did they get in place of him, though? I mean, you don't give up a leading scorer. There's a reason you give up a leading scorer. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And I'm sure you're probably still trying to figure that out.
I just don't. The thing I feel is that I guess, for Memphis, they want to free up cap space.
Right.
They want to bring in new players. They want to bring in these new players to try to probably revamp the team, free up some cap space, and
Right.
see who goes on free agency next summer.
Mhm.
So it'll be interesting for them to see who they can snag.
Right.
I mean, Tayshaun Prince, he may be sort of, he was a key guy on that 2004 winning team when they beat the Lakers. He had to guard Kobe Bryant, for those of you that don't know that.
Uh-huh.
But, he still got it in him. He's almost like Ben Wallace. He's still got it in him.
He can
still
still
like
play.
Rasheed Wallace. He's still got it in him.
Okay.
Now, Austin Daye, young player, great guy. Ed Davis, awesome for the
Maybe they're
Toronto
looking for the
Raptors.
future. Maybe they're looking at the future. Yeah.
So
Maybe they're looking at the future. I mean,
they probably want to.
decisions like that made at a time like this does make you go,
What in
but
the world's going on?
right. But I guess you understand too that everybody's trying to do what they got to do. Man, there were some great games this week. I'm gonna tell y'all something about an upset that happened this week. I know some of y'all may have seen it and some of y'all did not. Boston upset the defending champions Miami Heat in double overtime.
After going
100-98.
After going a double
Without
overtime.
Rondo.
Without going a double overtime. With going a double overtime in the previous game against Atlanta.
But they should not have gone into double overtime because D. Wade had an opportunity to win that game and he did not shoot.
Why would he not do that?
He was looking to pass the ball to LeBron, but I didn't understand his concept. They only had like 15 seconds left. And I was like, okay, what were you doing? Take the shot, D. You got it. Go in and take the freaking shot. And they were also not going in like they normally do. They were taking a lot of long shots and taking a lot of threes. Really, Boston hung in there with them, but it's only because Miami did not play their game. Miami did not play their game. They were playing outside, shooting outside, not taking the ball in the paint. It was an interesting game. But that was a big win for Boston because they had actually lost 6 in a row. They lost to Atlanta, which is where Rondo was injured. Yeah. Now, he's on indefinite leave for an ACL injury. I believe it was an ACL. Was it? Yes, ACL injury. He's on an indefinite leave for now.
Ligament.
I know.
Now, speaking of Boston, which is, this is our big time to give a big shout out to the Hawks. They've won 4 of their last 5 games.
Go Hawks! Hawks beat Boston.
They won by 1 point last night against Toronto. And they
Go
won
Hawks!
By 12 in double overtime after trailing 27 points to Boston, late last week. And that's something you've got to be proud of. Is that they thought that, oh my God, I sat there watching this game, it was almost over. Mm-hmm. They hung in there, they fought back. Kyle Korver was the big man behind that. He is so heating up this season, and it is amazing. He's leading the league in 3-point field goals made percentage.
And that's important.
At .468. That's almost 500 somewhere down the line.
Right.
But that means he's making almost half his threes. And the thing is, what really turned this around, especially for somebody like me, he had no points in the first game of the season against Houston. That was an awful loss. It was like, oh my Lord, here we go.
What are we doing?
The lows are starting for Atlanta. But the thing is,
he had to get in the groove. He had to get used to the team.
He's gotten in the groove.
Yes.
And it is looking great for them.
Yay!
Like
You happy for the Hawks? Shout out for the Hawks, man. Making it do what it do. They beat Boston, too, and that's a great win for them. You also had the Lakers beat up on Oklahoma City this week, man. That was another surprise game as well. 105-96, man.
And now the Lakers are looking at 20-6.
Yeah.
They did lose last night to Phoenix, but, it shows that now they're only 6 games under 500.
But tell me, with all the controversy around Howard and Nash is saying, come on, guys, let's get past it. Let's go. The veterans on the team are saying, Gasol is saying, come on, y'all, let's forget about all this crap. Let's just play ball. Let's do what we do. And everybody's trying to focus. But I still think that in the back of Dwight Howard's mind, he's like, I left Orlando where I was the big man on the street, and now I'm not that man. I'm not the go-to person all the time. Do you think that really has had an effect on him? The reason why he's not playing well with the team?
It shouldn't, because look at it.
It shouldn't, but it's obvious that it is.
Are you looking to be a star,
right?
And just
what do you want?
A guy, or are you looking to win?
Do you think there's something going on with Dwight Howard? Maybe what is going on with him? Because you can't go from one team where you fought to get off the team and then get on another team
and got a good coach fired
and now you get on another team and you're having some of the same sulking situations going on, pouting and carrying on.
Dwight Mayer.
I'm just saying, you crying and whining to myself, I'm not the go-to, give me the ball sometime.
Well, he can come back to Atlanta. We got no problem with that. Shoot.
Well, Atlanta wanted him. But he still wouldn't have been the big man on the block, though.
You should have called Mama Howard and said, woman, talk to your boy.
That's what we should have did.
He's only down the street.
New York is still playing very well at the top of the Eastern Conference, Atlantic Conference. You got Miami still at the top, Atlanta 25-19, right? They're picking up their game. They're still holding on, 26-19. They won another one last night. You got Chicago 27-17. Now that's interesting that the Chicago Bulls are playing very well right now, huh?
They have great defense, and that's a big part of it. They're shutting down teams on the inside. They're shutting down teams on the outside. Now, when Derrick Rose, their only problem is that they're not scoring the ball. They're not scoring the ball too well.
Rose is out right now.
Well, once Derrick Rose gets back, all that will be
but they're still winning without him, so that actually says a lot for the team right now, doesn't it?
Well, true. But, you just got it. Once they bring in that offensive weapon, I wouldn't be surprised if they just shot right on up and sat right on top of the East like they have for the past couple of seasons. They honestly could have won the East last year. Derrick Rose had his injury, and that's not his fault. You can't control that. Right. They were picked to win it. I picked them to win it. But, hey, what we're waiting on now is, like I said, once Derrick Rose gets back, things for them will just be out of this universe.
Beautiful, beautiful. So hey, we got a lot of exciting stuff going on here. I don't know if we're wrapping it up. We got a little bit more time on the air, or what are we doing, producer? I'm sorry, y'all. We're a little bit discombobulated a little bit on our time today. We just want to make sure we're good to go. We got a little bit longer. Listen, what we're going to do, we're going to start wrapping everything up. First of all, I want to say this. We have a lot of you guys that are following us, a lot of fans that have been telling us how much you appreciate the show and how much you like the show. A lot of followers, a lot of you out there listening to what we're doing. But we need to hear from you. We want to hear your comments. We want to hear suggestions. We want. Say it again, Matthew.
We want to know you exist.
I'm sorry. That was hilarious. We want to know you exist. You know that we exist. We want to know that you exist.
We want to hear your voice.
We want to hear your voice. And listen, we're also really working hard to set it up so that we can start having some phone calls into the studio and things like that, because we are having so much fun in here. We want you to experience and be a part of the fun that we're having and what we're doing.
If you want to call in, let us know right there.
Yes, if you want to call in, if you want to be a part of our live show, we want you to let us know on the website, on the fan page. Tell them where to go, Matthew, so that they can be a part of our live show. Just tell us, let us know. We'll send them a message. We'll get their number. We'll work everything out with them. Tell them what they need to do.
Guys, write this down.
Write it down. Write it down. Come on.
Ready? Okay. www.sibn-by-select-USA-TV.com.
And Salette is spelled S-A-L-E-T-T-E.
Sierra, Alpha, Lima, Echo, Tango, Tango, Echo.
Military.
Select.
Yes.
Not salad.
Okay.
Select.
Not satellite.
Not satellite.
Sandwich.
Oh,
apple,
stop playing.
Leaf. Energy.
Oh, stop it.
Tank top.
Hey, that's
energy.
He said energy.
Yeah, we off the chain, y'all, but we having a good time. We just want y'all to know we appreciate you. We want you to find us also on the fan page on Facebook. Where can they find us, Matthew?
www.facebook.com/SIBN Sports.fan page.
The force
okay.
be with you.
May the force be with you.
Okay, so y'all need to write that down. We want you to join us. We want you to let us know, like Matthew said, we want you to let us know that you exist out there. Tell us that you want to be on our live show. We'd love to chat with you. We'd love to get your questions. We'd love for you to talk with us. So come on and join us. Come on and be a part of the SIBN radio sports team. Your girl, Clara Salette, and none other than Matthew Buggs. Matthew, do you want to close us out with something? What you got? Anything you want to talk about? Sports-wise.
You got 10 seconds.
Or do you want to talk about that song? What's that song?
What song? I got no song. I got to close us out.
All
right, folks, this is Matthew Buggs, keeping you on top of your teams and news, stats, and wins. This is SIBN Sports.
This is SIBN Sports.
This is with a capital I and an S.
SIBN Sports on your SIBN Sports and Radio. SIBN Radio.
And this is SIBN Sports.
We interrupt this program to simply say thank you for your listenership here on SIBN Radio. We do not take what you're giving to us for granted. By all means, we invite you to be a part of our family in a deeper way. You can visit our websites, www.sibntelevision.com. You'll see a community page at the top there, and you can join free of charge with your email and share your thoughts, pictures, and so much more right there on the site. And for those of you that would like to listen more regularly to our block programming, you can visit www.sibnradio-by-SelectUSATV.com.
We're now looking for interns for the SIBN networks, and there is no shortage of work that needs to be done. Simply email us your bio or resume to globalcoverage@selectusatv.info. New programming is always a consideration here at the networks, and we invite you to share your ideas, concepts, or vision. As we move forward with a global multimedia platform, we expect great things. We now want to return you to your regularly scheduled program. And again, from our hearts to yours, thank you.